Welcome to Annie
Chat.
More accurately to say, welcome back.
where we discuss anime all the time. I'm your boy Yan. We got our boy Dawu. We got our boy Daisuke. We're the YDD guys. Let's get
True.
started.
Yeah, I forgot. We didn't even introduce ourselves in part one. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, but now,
They know. The real ones
They know
know.
now.
They know who.
yeah, they know who we are now. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
Get
Last
into it.
season was really good. This season, however, excited. Super excited. There's like a lot of interesting shows coming out.
It's too much for me. Like I have a lot of sequels.
Oh yeah?
Fuck. So far.
Yeah, I saw you put so many sequels up there, man.
But I think I need to like watch 2 animes at a time.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mhm.
I finished Devil May Cry today.
Oh, I mean, we can talk
Oh.
about that later.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we
we'll
can
start
talk
later.
about that.
Yeah.
First
I
and
got a lot of
foremost,
things.
who would want to start? Actually, do you guys want to start with me since I didn't watch Devil May Cry?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I was gonna
Yeah.
start mine's the most basic list. That's why.
Oh, really? I mean, because like I don't mind which order.
Because you guys always keep adding rows to your list.
Yeah, I'm adding Rose.
I suck
Yeah.
at rows.
Yeah.
It was so fucking much. I'll just start mine. Mine's the most basic one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sorry guys, I'm an old man. Fine.
I don't think that has. Yeah. Well, that's okay.
He's gonna show you like tier list and be like, okay, that's it. Your turn.
Okay, here it is.
Suck
So
it
as
in.
you
Suck it
know,
in.
we always do these lists so that it's easier for us to digest what we are all watching, etc., etc. All right, start us off, bro. What do you got?
Anime. What is anime, guys?
No,
It's a
don't.
form of Japanese anime.
No, this is not a video essay. Stop that.
I don't know how should I start this? Like,
You want to go from bottom to top?
Like usually, right? Yeah.
Because like top would be the one you want to talk about the most, right? So it's go
I
from
guess
bottom.
so. Okay, let's do bottom first. Not my cup of tea. So 3 of them is mainly your anime. I won't touch them yet. But the 4th one, that's the one I put.
Why'd you put that there, bro?
It's a good
Why you put that?
anime. I think it's a good anime this season.
I
Definitely good
legitimately,
anime.
I always
I
love
legitimately thought it was hentai. I thought it was actually hentai when I was doing the list. Because I was looking at the list. It was the last show I was out my the tray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what is this show? Is this just hentai? What the
You know
fuck
what
is
the
this?
weird thing is? When you said that, I'm like, oh shit, did I put a hentai anime? I actually believed you because I thought.
Because I didn't know. I was like, what is this show? Why is this the only one I don't know?
Every
Yeah.
You know,
year.
I remember seeing a trailer for this for like 3-4 months ago. I'm like, yo, Yonder Elf? That's pretty cool. And I'm like, I thought it was gonna come out this season, but I don't see it. And I
Bro,
had to click the R18 thing to actually see the anime in my anime list.
it's so funny because I watched the trailer for this anime and I'm like, bro, this might just be the inverse of Yokoso Elf. Like straight up.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I did
Well,
look
yeah,
into
The premise is simple, right? So they finished their journey. The guy went back to his real world, and the elf, comes to the real world. So it's kind of a similar concept.
Yeah, see? They didn't finish a journey, they started a journey. He accidentally brings the elf to the real world. And the girl is not a yandere, but a
That's
like
a very good way of putting
dere-dere.
it, too.
Yeah.
I really like. Look at that face. He's so over it. Okay.
I'm so ass, bro.
Let me call.
I put it way below because even though the concept is cool, it's not my cup of tea. Sadly, I just wanted to refer because I thought it was funny. I just wanted to bring it up, guys. That's it, guys. It's one of your gooner pervy animes. Like, no one's probably gonna touch it. Just watch Gushing Magical Girls instead.
True.
That's
But it's actually insane. Like, I'm not gonna. This is not a segue, but I can't believe this is not the only Guna anime of this season.
You're right. There's actually 2 more good
Yeah.
animes of the season.
Akamine's
We
An.
don't even have the 3rd one in the list.
It's not here, yeah. I
It's
don't
not
see it.
here? Damn, Adam.
We didn't put
It's
the
not
third
here.
Gooner. With people who don't know what Gooner animes are, it's basically borderline hentai anime, where there's even
Ecchi.
uncensored versions of them. So,
I was about to say, I think people know what Guna,
okay,
what
just
it
making sure,
implies,
just making,
but
just
yeah.
making
If you watch
sure.
anime, you just know it's ecchi. It's just ecchi.
Hmm.
Okay, now to my maybe next time. Again, these are two your ones. I'm sorry, guys. I don't play Guilty Gear. I don't know nothing about Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is, maybe next time it was good. So I'll leave that to you when it gets to that. The next one I think is the Lazarus. Is it the Lazarus anime?
What? And maybe next time? No, that's isn't that
That's Perfect
isn't that
Saintus.
the
Perfect
Saintus?
Saintus.
Yeah, that's Saintus. Yeah.
It's about a Saintus who's like basically been abused.
Uh,
Like,
right. Um,
like,
this is one of your animes.
actually,
Yeah.
I'll talk more about it when
You guys will
gets
talk
my
about
turn.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to I'll watch my clips. I actually have coming back to Rangers. It's the Dark Ranger story. They have a season 2 to it, and the reason why it's not even in my casual comfy is I thought season 1 just felt messy, like the pacing I didn't like at all. So I'm just putting into I watch my clips. So I was even surprised they even had a season 2 because I really just did not like the pacing of season 1. But if I hear some good things about it, I might go back into it. I might start watching it, because some parts was enjoyable, and it's good seeing the dark. It's basically watching The Boys, but it's Power Rangers. That's what it is. And then next to it is the My Hero spinoff, Vigilante,
Vigilante. Vigilante.
Yes.
Vigilante.
I normally I would be something excited for My Hero spinoff, but I read this manga like a year ago. I finished it, and I don't get me wrong, I love the story and everything, but because I love the story, I know what's gonna happen. I know all the twists. I'm not as excited to watch it. So that's why it's not gonna be my casual comfy. But don't get me wrong, I highly, if you're a big My Hero Academia and you haven't watched it, I'll give it a go, because the story is talked about not rather than the high school. It's the vigilante side of it. So you get the like Batman vibes of it, and the story is actually pretty solid. I'm not sure if they're gonna adapt everything, because I think it might be like 3 seasons worth, like to adapt all of the manga. It really depends. I do love the opening though. It's done. Have you guys heard of that track? Kitty kitty don, kitty kitty don.
Oh, really?
He
Really?
sings the opening for anime. He sings the opening for this anime.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
So if you love that song, check out the opening for this. It's a banger as well. I love it as well.
I just love the thought process.
But no, it's pretty.
It's just like, damn, this guy blew
What
up.
thought process?
Yoink! You're now an anime opening singer. Like, holy, I love that. It's so good.
But if I haven't told you much about the anime, the main character, he basically, Gojo, right? He has like that space between him. He kind of has that, but it's when he gets on all fours. I'm not trying to get kinky here. He basically slides around, and yeah, all fours, and yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like,
He becomes
yeah, give it
Carl.
a shot. I'm not sure you guys are gonna give it a try or not. He becomes Car, yeah.
I know a bit already. I've read a bit of the beginning, but I didn't go too far in.
Yeah, the story is actually quite like impressive. I was quite surprised with some twists, and it does have some My Hero heroes like the teacher. What's the sensei's name again?
Eraserhead?
You guys remember?
Eraserhead?
I was gonna say All Might, but probably not.
It has Eraserhead, some backstory with Eraserhead. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It does take place in the same universe and everything. We see All Might. He actually is influenced by All Might. That's why he has the All Might colors. So yeah. The next one is another isekai anime. It's What Will You Do? Is it?
It's the infamous one. I'm gonna try to find the title of it as well.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure any of you
Find the name
who
for
follows
it. Yeah.
seasonal anime in any way whatsoever would know immediately what this is once we say the title. Because right now we are saying, I think Jan's looking for the Japanese title, but I'm trying to find it as well.
Oh, I found it. Saikyo no Osoma Nidome no Jensei no wa Nani wo Solu. The beginning after the end. I
Yep.
originally was hyped for the anime because of the story and everything, but I'm like 2 episodes in, guys. I'm kind of regretting it. At first, it's like it's oh, sorry to ask you.
No, I was just gonna say, is this the show that people were saying is based off Mushoku Tensei, if I'm correct?
Yeah,
It's
so
based on
there
it,
are
right?
that yeah, it does share similarities. So basically, the guy who gets isekai, he was a ruler in a technological world, and then he gets a baby in a simple fantasy RPG world. And literally, episode 1 is just Mushoku Tensei episode 1. You see him as a baby trying to get to the world, but the problem isn't with really the story because apparently it diverges from that. My main problem is that animation. The animation, honestly, is trash. Like it felt like PowerPoint slides again. We're getting a whole Blue Lock situation,
Yo,
and
so
you're already
was it
competing with one
Invincible?
of the most.
Was it Invincible?
Oh, it's only 2 episodes. So.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
Maybe.
all I can say is this.
Um,
On Twitter, people have been saying, sorry, Blue Lock fans, ever since the freaking clip came out. Yeah, so.
you're already fighting against one of the most well-known isekais, Mushoku Tensei, and you come out with PowerPoint slides. There's people already doing a petition of redoing that.
Yeah,
That's how
actually, it's
bad
insane.
the animation is. So, if anything, I made this list like a week ago. I may even put this down to maybe next time on how atrocious the first 2 episodes being. I'm just not.
Gotta say, no hate.
I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it, guys.
Yeah, no hate on anyone involved except for maybe. I mean, probably just the studio, right? Redo the anime. Just do it. Just shelve it. Cut your losses. It's not worth it. People are not gonna watch if you keep making like this. No way.
Yeah, it's really not, and it's kind of sad because I feel like it does have potential, but it is what it is. It's based. Have you read the web novel too? Or?
I haven't. What I've heard is what you've heard. About the Mushoku Tensei thing and the bad animation thing. I've heard both. But the web novel itself, nothing.
Yeah. Next is the next Guna anime, but this Guna anime actually has kind of a plot. So I kind of put a bit off compared to the Yonder. I don't know too much of it, and I don't want to explain it because I watched the first episode. I kind of got a bit confused, so I'll let you guys explain that one a bit later if you're more comfortable with. But yeah, it's another good anime. It's another good anime.
By the way, Jan, you're lagging a little bit. Do you want to rejoin?
Yeah, cutting off a bit.
Yeah. Do you want to come back and rejoin?
Next one is the Black Butler.
Jan. Jan, can you hear us?
Black Butler, which came out 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Can you hear us? You're cutting off. Oh my lord. Oh. There he goes. Yep, that's what happens when you're stream for so long. Thanks future Jan for cutting this off. Adding it in the video. It's even worse because he's first. Man, gotta say though, holy crap, Jesus Christ.
The video hasn't started for you guys. I'll just wait a bit.
Yep, there we go. Hello, welcome back.
Lagging?
Yeah, no, not as
Dajahal.
much, excuse me.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
You're fine.
Okay, next one, Black Butler. I'm a big Black Butler fan. This one's basically just the Green Witch arc for the Black Butler people. The last one, it was the Dormitory. Again, it's very basic, very simple. I'm surprised the anime is still coming out, but the manga's still going. So yeah, I'm just gonna watch clips for this one. I'm not that excited for it. The next one is actually you guys kind of made me keen for it. It's the Apocalypse Hotel.
Yes.
Yeah, like I did at first. I didn't even look at it, but then I watched the first episode and I felt pretty heartwarming. Like you guys will probably get into the story, but yeah, I might maybe even put it up to my casual comfy guys. I just loved how the premise itself, the whole background. I thought it was quite unique, and yeah, that's my 2 cents for it. Then moving up to my casual comfy, the first one is Kowloon Generic Romance. And I at first didn't know nothing about this anime. I watched the first episode. I'm like, hey, this is pretty unique. I realized the same author who made this was the Rain anime, the with the girl with the umbrella. She's like the high school student who is in love with the manager in the restaurant.
Oh, yep.
The we've talked about this anime like it came out like 5 years ago or something.
It's like the Raven.
20...
Something to do with the Raven, right? Raven.
No, Under the Rain or something.
No. I'll find it.
I just go find it.
Not the Raven.
Yeah, it's a romance.
Actually, I like that one a lot. That one.
Yeah, and this is the same director, so but basically, summarize this anime. So Kowloon is like it's set in like Hong Kong, by the way, not even Japan. So it's set like in urban kind of Hong Kong type of city town, like all high-rise build. You get your 70s vibe, but it's not set at that time because there's a futuristic vibe going outside. It's people that want to live in that old school Hong Kong generic vibe, which I thought gave like a beautiful scenery. But it's not just romance; it's kind of a mystery as well. And the cool thing about it, a live action movie for this is also coming out at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And the director said, "Hey, you kind of need to watch both of these because they kind of like lap well together." So I watched the first episode. I really loved it. I would definitely give it a try. Oh, do you find it, Daisuke? Did you find the?
It's after the rain, or the Japanese one is Koiwa Amagari no Yoni.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that anime, Dubu? We
Yep.
talked about it like a long
We
time
did.
ago.
Well, long ass time ago. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I love the female main character. She's waifu material, guys.
Cool.
It's a very fun, nice anime. I highly recommend. I just love the Hong Kong vibes in it. Like you don't usually see many anime that's not in Japan.
Yeah.
Next to it is Fire Force Season 3. Again, Fire Force Season 3. Last Fire Force came out 5 years ago. So I'm surprised we even got Season 3. I actually had to watch a fucking recap to even know what happened in Fire Force.
Oh god.
So,
5 years.
but this will basically be the last season of Fire Force because it's gonna conclude everything. I think it's gonna be split into 2 cores though. So first I threw off 12 episodes this season. I think the next one will be in fall 2025, and it'll conclude the whole story basically. So I'm kind of eager for that because I did love Fire Force back then. The story kind of gets a bit messy, but you know what it is. Moving on, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Chronicle series. I think Daisuke might get more into it later, so I won't get too into it. Which is basically a series based on like a few character cards, and there was a trailer that came out like a year ago, right? And it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Studio. They're just like doing something different, and I think all fans are excited because some Yu-Gi-Oh! Card laws, they're pretty good. Like I like some of the laws in Yu-Gi-Oh! Next is Windbreaker, another sequel from last season. I thought Windbreaker was really good. A lot of people compared it with Tokyo Revengers. Rather than just talking, I'm a delinquent, it's all fighting. It literally starts with a gang war and everything. All pretty boys and stuff. When I went to Korea, I actually saw a lot of merch for this. So I think a lot of Fujoshis love all the handsome-looking delinquent boys.
Yeah.
Other than that, the story is pretty solid. It's a lot of fighting. If you love delinquents, you love boys. I guess check it out. Have you guys seen season 1 of Windbreaker? Or not really.
I think I've seen a clip.
I've seen, I think, the first episode because I was just trying to see if I liked it or not. I didn't buy it, but
But your normal like trope where like, hey, delinquent boys fighting because it's their youth,
Yeah.
Fighting for justice, It is what it is. I enjoyed it. The animation is pretty solid. The voice acting is pretty good. And the next one's a pretty unique one. It's the Rock is a Lady's Modesty. It's the rock band. I think it's the rock band girl for this season. I'm 2 episodes in, and it's basically sets in, it's an all girls proper pram school. These guys are modern girls, like they're trying to be, you know, elegant and everything. But there's this one girl who got into a new family, and she's trying to. She used to be her and her dad used to be rock and roll, but now she hates being modest. She's not. She threw that away. However, there's this other modest girl who's also looked up by the whole student body that brings out her rock side, and it's basically a story of them, you know, rock and roll in a modest scenario. Yeah, no, I love the first episode and I love the second episode, so I'm kind of eager to see what happens next. The music's pretty good, and yeah, no, it's although you might enjoy this anime, I reckon. It's rock. It's a
Talk more
band.
about it later.
Next one is the Gundam anime. Like, it's Gundam. Everyone loves Gundam. But what's unique about this Gundam? I think it's part of the UC universe. So, because I was like looking at it, I was like, oh, it's not, you know, by itself. Normally, I watch Gundam stories by itself, like Double O or Orphan Bloods. What was the last one? The Witch. But this one is part of the. This one's part of the UC universe. And what's unique about it is the animation is actually based on the Pokemon series. It's the same animes that did the Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet, yeah. So I was like, oh, these guys have the same character designs and everything, which was pretty unique. I only watched the first episode so far, but I think there was like a 3-episode movie that counts cinemas. I never watched that, but the first episode seems interesting so far. I'm probably gonna continue it. But I may have to watch like a recap of the UC universe because I've never touched the UC universe in Gundam at all. Next one is Gundam Devil May Cry, based on the game. Daisuke will probably get into it. Like I said, I binged that 2 days ago. It was only 8 episodes, but the weird thing is I binged the dub.
Ah.
and the reason I binged the dub.
Yeah, I watched the dub.
Oh, there's no Japanese dub.
Nope, I think it's
there's only English dub. I watched.
Oh.
I thought that was only I thought that was a Japanese dub, but I said, hey, I want to check out the English dub. So I binged the English dub because Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, is in this.
Yes, he's one of the side characters, which is interesting because
he passed away in 2022. So I was like, oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I really loved the voice of Batman, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I watched the dub.
The fuck?
And what's cool about this series, yep. What do?
What do you mean Kevin Conroy's voice was in this? Is that
He
what you
voice
said?
acted as a character. Yeah.
Wait,
The
so
Batman.
does that mean that he would have had to like take
Do it
on
before he
this-
passed, yeah.
What the fuck?
Which is
Yeah.
crazy because everyone thought his last role was in Suicide Squad, the video game, but that's not true. Apparently, he must have done a lot of projects before he passed.
Yeah.
That's
on
one
that
of the
Justice
last
League
projects
movie.
he did. Yeah.
Mm.
What the-
So when I heard the voice, I'm like, hey,
Eh.
that's fucking Kevin Conroy. I'm gonna.
And the crazy part is that they didn't even announce that. He's just in the show. I just watched the show and I'm like, doesn't he just sound like Batman? Who is that? And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, it's him. What the what?
Kevin Conroy.
Because like
Yeah.
normally they would like like for Invincible, right? They put all the celebrities, on the cast, so you know who is in the show. I didn't know Cameron Conroy was in the show, so yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe like, I don't know, maybe because his death was so long ago, they didn't want to like.
Honestly,
up,
it would also be in bad taste if they also went like Kevin Conroy is
Yeah.
random
Oh.
goon. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm just surprised, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
he did a
same.
good job. He did such a great job in the show. He did a great job. Great job.
And what's cool, I also like how the show was created by Adi Shankar. He did a funny cameo in WWE or something. He dressed as the character.
Oh wait, yes.
To help promote the series, which is pretty funny. But he's also well known for he did this Power Rangers thing, fan made thing, which was like a gritty Power Ranger Dark Universe, which was made like he did this like 10 years ago or something, which I thought was pretty cool. But then I looked up he also did Castlevania as well, so it's the same people who did Castlevania. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're a big
wow.
fan of Castlevania, give it a try. Yeah, no, I watched the 8 episodes. I was like, there's some dope ass songs. Good song choices. I like the song choices. It's a pretty song. I really like the 8 episodes, and I hope there's is it confirmed season 2 yet?
Yep.
Or?
That's literally yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, they just renewed the season. Yeah, renewed season.
Literally.
Thank God.
Yeah.
No, I really
Rejoice.
enjoyed Devil May Cry. Highly
Yeah.
recommended.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the games other than playing it on Capcom vs Marvel 3 and 2.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all my
Play
history
Devil
of
May
Devil
Cry.
May Cry.
Yeah. I got a lot of deep things to say, but we'll get to that. We'll get there. Oh.
That one's
Okay.
gonna sound like a really long segment, huh?
It's gonna be a long ass rant from Dice.
I'll try not to go. I'll try not to go too much.
No,
I'll
please.
try not to go too much.
Let loose.
But as a non-Devil May Cry
really
fan, I like the story. I thought they did it really well. It's Kevin Conroy. I love Kevin. I don't know how they're gonna do season 2 about him, because he kind of plays a pivotal character.
I got a few theories, but I'll leave for later. I got a few theories, but I'll leave.
But no, it's a nice send-off for Kevin Conroy. Joey Young Bosch, is the main character. I love Joey Young. He's a Power Ranger, by the way. If you guys know Joey Young Bosch.
He's a ranger.
He does all the main shonen anime.
Ichigo, yeah.
No, it's cool. Then make a quote of it. The first one is actually a Chinese anime. I know, guys. What the fuck? Yan put a Chinese anime on the list.
Hey,
to be Hero X.
To be Hero X.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
is it the first time? Have we
it's
put a
not
Chinese
the first.
anime?
It's not.
I don't think so.
Time...
You put one last while ago.
Yeah. Well, I will
Maybe.
say that it's not the first time a Chinese anime has made such a big boom. Because like Link Click was a huge thing.
Yes.
What else? There's also some other Chinese anime that I've. Oh yeah, King's Avatar. When that came out, that was like huge for a while.
Yeah. But to be here is it's not based on a manga. It's based on a dohyun. What's the Chinese one? Dohyun? Is it do?
Don't. Oh right.
Dohyun. The Chinese. What's the Chinese web novels? Web things called?
Web
Dohyun?
novels? I'm
Let
actually
me
not
check.
sure. But
That's
okay,
a
so it's
web
a Chinese web novel. Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
Let me find it.
That's an interesting place to find.
Dohyun series. Donghua.
Donghua just means Chinese animation.
Oh, well, my bad. No, it says it's based on an original. What is it based off then? I'm trying to find where is it based on. Is it based on a game or something?
Well, it
Oh,
doesn't.
okay, because I know it's a Donghua, but then if you want to check the source material, let me get.
Yeah. Let me try to find it. Oh, maybe it's just an original. Okay, no, my bad.
I think it's original.
Yeah, and I think they did like a 6-minute scene last year or something, and I thought it was beautifully made because what's cool about this anime, it's the use of 3D and 2D animation, and how they merge them together. It's beautifully done. Like they switch between 3D and 2D because one of the main characters is kind of like, hey, I can switch between 3D and 2D, and it's just done beautifully. I watched the first episode, and I thought like, wow, that's a really creative way of animation like that.
I think it takes a lot of influence from like Spider-Verse, like those, the new animated movies with the different styles.
I kind of got a vibe from Tiger and Bunny, the premise itself, because apparently, so the premise is there's heroes, but each hero depends on the people's trust. The more trust you have, the stronger you are, and there's a whole ranking system and everything. I think the plot takes in the story where we focus on the top 10 heroes. Yeah, it's a pretty unique show. I just love the transition between 3D and 2D. It's like nothing I've seen in an anime before. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
You know what's one of the animations I can think of that did this? Unironically, Kung Fu Panda. They did do that. So in the flashbacks in Kung Fu Panda, it's 2D animation.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but this one's like 50-50. 50 2D, 50 3D.
Yeah, and I think there's another anime that does it. Oh, actually, Girls Band Cry does that sometimes as well. I think.
Yeah, no, both, but the 2D and 3D is like 50-50.
I get what you're both saying, but I think they're both different because I've seen both. I think I know what Jan's trying to say.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll watch it. Yeah. I think I know.
Have you guys watched it yet, or?
We have watched nothing yet because we want to get it off. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I've watched the teaser and the announcement trailer for To Be Hero,
Yeah,
so I know what
it's
I know for a while now.
Next one is Witch Watch. I kind of like the author of Witch Watch because he does one of my favorite animes. It's called Sket Dance. I
Yeah.
love Sket Dance. You know, it's so like the author does so well with comedy and storytelling. Like I've teared up in the stories he told. He even did another anime space theme one. It's kind of like Among Us, where you're trying to find
Bro.
who's the traitor.
What's Witch Watch about again, by the way?
Oh yeah, so Witch Watch is about these two characters. One's a witch. You have a witch, and the other guy he's like ogre blood related, and he's trying to get through the world basically. It's like it's a simple light-heart comedy. I think it's on Weekly Shonen Jump as well. It doesn't get many views because of not many comedies get weekly views like shonens like One Piece. But I love the opening as well because the opening is actually done by a One Piece director.
Wait,
So-
sorry. So it's just about one witch and one.
This guy who is like ogre blood related.
Wait, so what happens?
It's a light-hearted comedy.
Oh, it's just a comedy.
It's kind of like High School Life, like romance.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
They got into like mischiefs with magic and everything.
That's the
There's
one.
no
I
like directional plot.
Okay.
Like it's a simple light-hearted comedy. What silly thing? Like, have you seen Sket Dance before?
No, I haven't seen Sket Dance.
Oh fuck. But it's like each episode, like, oh, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's like a SpongeBob thing. Like, oh, he might do this, she might do that. There's no like.
I think that's quite
overall
episodic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
episodic. There might be a plot underlying, but I only watched one episode, so I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
There's romance between them. That's really it. That's all I know. But no, it's pretty cool. Yo, Sobi sings the opening, so it's pretty dope opening.
I'm gonna
Check
watch.
out.
I'm gonna watch.
No, it's magic in high school. That's all you need. Like, oh, mischief. The next one is Lazarus, which is gonna be pretty good.
Yep.
I watched the first episode of Lazarus. I thought it was really cool. The main director is the guy who did I think Samurai Champloo and everything. Or was it the animator? Let me try to find it.
You mean the studio?
The studio, yeah. Lazarus.
Isn't it just
it's a Netflix anime.
It's done by. Let me check. I'm checking.
Mappa. Yeah, Mappa.
Yeah. Okay. it's-
Mappa.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Shinichiro Watanabe. He's made
Cowboy, Bebop.
he did Cowboy Tuesday, Space Dandy, Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Mappa
Bebop.
Plus. Yeah,
Never
so he's done a
finished
lot of he's done a lot of goated anime, but I think what's unique about it is I think the producer is the same producer as John Wick or something. No, the action
Yep.
director.
Action choreographer is from John Wick movie.
Holy.
You
That's
get a
a-
mixture of John Wick action scenes and the guy who did Cowboy Bebop. So
Dude, I just hope it's better than Zenshu. This is their second original anime, bro. The second one.
Okay,
Come on, man.
please.
Come on, man. They
Like,
got such a sick cast, bro. Come on.
So
the
sick.
premise, the first episode seems pretty exciting because it's set in 2052 or something in the future, and there's this doctor who's created a new medication. Like, hey, I've made a med where you feel like it's a good pain relief med. Everyone's loving it. You get joy and stuff. But then 3 years later, he went missing. On the 4th year, he's like, hey, by the way, the med you take, you would die in 4 years after you take the med. And basically shocking everyone, like, what? We're gonna die? It's like, you won't get the antidote unless you find me. So it's kind of like a Sword Art Online
One
twist, like
Piece?
Sword Art Online twist. No, he created something beautiful, but they tricked everyone, and now everyone's trying to set to find him. And the cast is basically these, bunch of agents, a rowdy type, like, hey, we're quite unique. Let's find it because we can. So it's a hunt to find him, basically. So yeah, it's a pretty unique premise.
And so the great hunting age begins.
No, they're not finding the One Piece. They're finding the guy. Okay? Finding the
He's
guy.
the One Piece.
It low-key sounds like a shit, but it's just like, oh, take this, bro. Well, I feel so good. You're gonna die now. What? Come find me, come find me, come find me.
I'm kind of wondering if
Find me,
this
find
is
me.
gonna complete in one season, or are they planning multiple seasons for this? because like the premise itself is like feels like a one season thing, right?
I mean, knowing the writer, you know, because he does the other show, like the one we just mentioned, they're all like season 1 shows.
Yeah.
Except Space Dandy. Space Dandy is the only exception.
Or like some are like 25 episodes sometimes.
Yeah, they're like just one. This is just one long show. It's just one season.
One call.
Yeah.
But I'm hyped for more. I'm hyped for that. I loved Carol and Tuesday as well. Cowboy Bebop's a classic. Yeah, those are my main 3 animes I'm looking forward to, guys.
Hell yeah.
And maybe some Gooner anime. I don't know. We'll see. Should we move on to the next one?
Okay. I feel like Daisuke has a lot of things to say.
Yeah,
so I'll just quickly go through mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. My Gooners. This one? Is this one?
It should be the latest one, yeah.
Did it change? No.
I mean, your face froze, so probably. Wait, it didn't change yet, bro. You gotta stream.
Oh, wait, let me stop stream.
Because, like, I think what you can do is you can just show on screen for, like, 30 seconds. And just end the stream whenever you want, yeah.
How about now? Is it showing now?
No.
I can't stream it.
You want me to try then? Let me try streaming.
Yeah, can you try streaming it? Oh, also, Jan died again.
Stream it.
Oh, wait.
I think it's on stream for some reason.
Yeah, don't try, Jan. Don't try. Your net's dying. Alright, thanks, Jan, for cutting this out. Okay.
See this?
Yes, we see it.
Yep.
So here is my humble list. Let's quickly go through some stuff. Disclaimer: I am not going to talk about sequels that I didn't watch the previous seasons about. I feel like that's like the one thing consistent that I always consistently do. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
you can skip that.
Yeah. Okay. In Not My Cup of Tea, you know, Yandere Elf. I saw it. Yeah, I already gave my opinion on it. It's just inverse Yokoso Elf, and I'm just nothing is interesting about this. Like, it seems like something that should have been an hentai anime but was made anime instead. Honestly, like, I feel like
it's Gooner anime, bro.
Other than people watching it for the Gooner anime, the other half of the audience is probably gonna watch it for the really wholesome, like, main character. Because the main character, you know, is just, you know, like, I feel like some people will be really into that. I'm not gonna say more than that. Yeah, like, dude, it's what I said. I'm not gonna change the way I say it. The next one is I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know the title, but it's about the guy falling in love with the
baseball.
Yeah,
Is it the beer baseball one?
Yeah. So it's about the girl, right? Who sells the stuff. That sells like drinks and stuff and food. Like at the stadium, the guy falls in love with her at first sight. The girl, like, you know, it's that kind of stuff. I feel like sometimes when you like see an anime, right, and you're just like, okay, right now they're just kind of grasping at straws. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. It's just no substance, man. Like, if it was something like... It just feels like it's an anime that exists purely for the gimmick. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm not interested in it. Like, I am literally judging a book by its cover right now, but from what I've seen, yeah, no thanks.
If they get into like the baseball and stuff, I might like watch the clips for that.
Yeah, maybe if they start talking about like, oh, how do they work, right? Like you know, how tough is their job and stuff, whatever. Like, but if it's just gonna be a rom-com, like a no-brainer rom-com again, yeah, get out of here. Maybe next time. I only have one thing: Devil May Cry. So, as someone has barely played the games and hasn't watched a single episode of the anime, I will say only the fact that the reason why I'm not interested is because the only reason why I'm not interested is the fact that it's not faithful to the source material. And I don't like it when things aren't faithful to the source material, because why, like, just make a different show? Why borrow the characters and change what makes it fundamentally it, right? I don't get that. I have never gotten that. I think that's why so many people got pissed over one other show that we will be talking about, but yeah. On top of that, I actually made a few tiers because, you know, I like doing that.
Likes to mess up my tier system, bro.
Yes, I do. I call it Yikes, What the Fuck, basically. Because, as Jan talked about, right, at the bottom of that, Takamine, right? On the same side that it has a genuinely interesting premise for a Guna anime, what kind of, let's just put it, creative mind would you need in order to fucking think of something like this? It's so bizarre, right? Because to explain what it's about, I'm from memory, I think it's that Takamine has the power to go back in time to like fix her mistakes and stuff, because she has this image of a perfect, you know, student council president kind of character, right? But the way her condition of activating those powers is taking off her underwear. And I think the main character saw her do this once, and I think she blackmailed him into helping her put her underwear back on so that she could activate the powers again. Like, look, it's insanely creative, but what the fuck? Right?
Oh.
Like, it's like the level between Yabai, a Yabai elf, where it's just clearly should have been in hentai, and just below Gushing Over Magical Girls, where even though it's a Guna anime, it has some substance in it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I think the next one is the the Mushoku Tensei, quote unquote, like copy or something.
Rip off.
Yeah, the rip off.
I think you just call it Soma. Just call it Soma, I think.
Soma? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, I actually watched the PV, and the PV looks hype as hell. It does. It looks really good, the concept of it. And maybe maybe the first episode is a copy of it. But if it diverges, you know, let's be honest, a lot of fucking isekai borrows ideas from each other all the time. Right? So I won't be upset if the end goal is a bit different, but yeah, those clips of the animation just being not even animation, it's just PowerPoint slideshows. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said before, if the petition does go through, maybe I should sign the petition. I hate to see an adaptation go this badly. Like, we've all had anime we like, or like source material we like, just go absolutely just downhill, right? Because we had what's that anime called again? The Junji Ito one, right? Uzumaki? Yeah. Honestly, if they had a petition to remake that, I would have freaking asked them to do it. Seriously. But yeah, that's pretty much about that. Majority of my stuff is actually in clips, because some of these I actually did see clips, and the other ones I kind of want to see what it's about first, right? So to quickly go through them, Zatsutabi, just very interesting concept about a mangaka trying to find inspiration by traveling. You know, kind of feels like if they do it well, it's like it will be like Eurocamp, which I'm already a huge fan of. It is at the bottom though, because it could very easily turn out to be boring. Unfortunately, that's just how those shows kind of go. Vigilante, gotta say, never a huge fan of My Hero, but the main character and how that power works, like trying to make that power work.
He slides, bro.
Yeah, he slides. I think making seemingly useless power works is always such a great concept for like an underdog story. But also, the same author.
It's actually quite creative how they do it.
Yeah, no, that's what I like about a lot about these powers. The second thing is the author, they did a manga called Spider-Man Octogirl, which I actually have read the entirety of.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. I think if you search it up, you wouldn't be surprised why I picked it up. But honestly,
have you read that manga?
I've read it, and it only finished like a few months ago. Straight up.
And the Woo recommended me as soon as he finished it, and I was like, "Yep, it's Spider-Man. I love it.
It's good, bro. Yeah, I'm glad we got to talk about it here, right?
Is the story?
It's
pretty solid.
It's so solid. It could have very easily fallen into the trap.
Like I said, this story is quite well written as well.
Yeah, like it could have very easily fallen into the trap of being like slice of life of just them dicking around like the entire time. No, it starts getting serious after they set the initial premise, and it never overstays its welcome. Like in fact, after the first quote unquote arc, it just finishes. Like, and that's it. You know, because it's that author, I trust him to write the story. That's why I'm kind of interested in Vigilante as well, right? Witch Watch. I don't know. Look, it just looks really pretty. Okay, I've seen like what, 5 seconds, 10 seconds of it, and I think the main female character you said was a witch. I don't know where I've heard this.
She is a witch, yes.
But like she's apparently like, is it correct that she's like a princess or something? That like, what's it called?
That might be spoilers.
Is that spoilers? Okay. Well, I don't know what I've heard.
Maybe that might be spoilers.
Maybe not. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, it just sounds really fun. And honestly, from what Yard said, I like you know, a casual comedy, episodic comedy. You might as well give it a try, but of course, gotta watch some clips first.
Check out Scout Dance.
Yeah, Scat Dance. Yeah, maybe. Apocalypse Hotel. Jeez, I saw the first episode and I'm like, wow, this reminds me of so many really, really good anime / manga I've read before, right? Excuse me. Girls Last Tour is a good one. There's this manga that I can't name, but it's about like human civilization basically being wiped out and a robot is still operating. But very similar concept here, right?
Terminator.
No. And yeah, Apocalypse Hotel with the concept of, oh yeah, you know, they have this hotel where they keep running because the AI keeps running it because the humans tell them to keep going, and
it's a program.
Different, yeah, and then they have different encounters and stuff. It just sounds like that there's going to be so many amazing episodic stories that could be told in that setting, right? So put that on my radar. Perfect Saintus. Perfect Saintus is one of those mangas, right, where you're kind of like, oh, poor main character, oh, like, because they've been through a lot of things. But other than them being transferred, right, part of the thing is that they get sold to a different country. But in the very beginning, it might seem like that it's going to focus on, oh, look how happy she is now. She's doing great now. And now the other country is like, fuck, we shouldn't have sold our Perfect Saintus. It seemed like it's very easy for it to be stuck on that concept. But no, things do happen after that. And we actually get different character perspectives. For example, the Saintus's little sister. Probably the only person who actually saw her as who she is developing her own conflict in her own country because of her absence and because of an overarch story that's happening, that is basically like a huge, like monster outbreak kind of thing, right? And I think what makes this story interesting is the two perspectives. You don't only get to see how well the older sister's doing, but you also get to see the younger sister struggles and also the direct consequence of her leaving that country, which is something that doesn't really get addressed often in these kind of stories. It's like, oh yeah, this person left the hero's party. What next? A lot of shallow stories would just blow over that. But that's why I kind of like this, but I think my only concern very easily could get stuck telling the story of her, being happy in the other country and not focusing on the overarching story like soon enough, right? It might lose people's interest. Finally, what was the Kowloon?
Kowloon, yeah.
Yeah.
Kowloon, yeah.
On top
Hong
of
Kong City, bro.
Mm-hmm. On top of
I love the architecture.
Yeah. On top of everything Jan said, honestly, like from the clip, it just looks like it's a rom-com. But then from the PV, when I saw that it was a mystery about her not knowing who she is, and then suddenly there are people coming after her and stuff, I'm like, okay. Like, I can't see this as just a generic rom-com anymore. This might be, like, this might actually pique my interest in so many different ways, because I love stories like this. Because you're always trying to piece things together as things are happening. And then it also made that clip, it gave so much more context to the clip that I watched that made it look like a rom-com, and I'm like, okay, I think I should at least watch the first episode before I cast judgment on this anime, right? I don't know.
I also love the anime style of it. It looks beautiful to me.
There's just something about amnesia stories that is just really appealing, right? Okay, well, that's why it's on the top of that, because I made a new tier under that called Whoa. I want to watch this.
Or like Super Ad Rose. He loves the Rose.
Yeah, because these anime, when I hear the concept of them, or when I watch the PV, I was like, okay, this is no longer I'll see if the clips are good. I straight up just want to jump in and see if it's good or not, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles, honestly, I can't really say a lot, but I just love the idea of it, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards coming to life, actually having a story to them. Like, gotta check it out, right? And plus, there's a lot of girls, Love that.
all the waifu cards.
Next one. What's it called? Rock is a lady's modesty. Again, I'm just scared of it falling into the trap of... I gotta say it. Gotta thank K-On! For laying the foundations and Bocce the Rock for making the medium more popular. Because there's plenty of banned animes between those two anime. But I gotta say, I think, honestly, because of Bocce the Rock, there's so many good banned animes coming out. It's incredible. Right? And I think this one might be one of them. Because I already know what it was about, because I think I read a few chapters. But after seeing the opening, with the PV, I'm like, okay, I think there's a very low chance they're gonna fuck this up. This looks fantastic.
I just realized one unique thing though with this anime. The opening is sung by bandmate. Usually these type of animes you have the voice actors would sing an opening or something. So
so they have like an
actual band. So I was like, let me double check that.
Interesting. Does that mean for the songs, do you think it'll be the band singing it instead of them?
They might not have original songs. That's the thing. So I'm not sure. Let me double check. Because that's kind of a...
That would be a first then. I think that would be a first. Because I will say that it's definitely different. Like when I heard the opening, I'm like, doesn't sound like one of those like cutesy.
Yeah, no, it's performed by bandmate. It's an actual band. I don't know if this anime is gonna have like an original.
I hope they will have originals because
Like even the ending is sang by Little Glee Monster.
oh my god, Little Glee Monster!
Sings
I
the
haven't done
ending,
it in a
yeah.
long time.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah.
If you didn't know,
So
yeah.
these guys might just be rock-in music rather than original songs. So that might be like the low point for this anime. But the character so far seems pretty likable.
Yep.
I love how they do the middle finger. Spoilers.
Like, you can't the fact of like, lady and rock and roll, right? Like band, it just doesn't seem like it fit together. The author said, "Fuck it, we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna make it the central conflict of the story." It just works. But I guess we gotta see the first episode. And finally, To Be Hero X. I didn't expect this anime to be here, like at all. Like I saw a clip of it and I was like, "Oh, cool, a Chinese anime." And then I saw this, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like Jan said, it's a mixture of 3D and 2D animation, and it seems to be from the PV not just about a single hero, but it's like a story of several different heroes, right? It's kind of like a anthology? Is that the right word for it?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen episode 2 yet. They may focus on one of the 10 heroes, and it may go through each of the heroes. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And from to not spoil it, from the first episode already, it's ridiculously fun. The concept of it, right? Because in my mind, I was like, oh, how is a normal guy gonna get like superpowers? But then after I read the synopsis, they get it through trust. I'm like, okay, right. The belief.
So darker heroes are weak then, right?
Maybe they run off fear then.
No, I was making a racist joke, guys. Ignore that.
What the fuck? You're gonna have to bleep that, bro.
In the TV Hero universe, Black Panther wouldn't really be that much powerful, wouldn't he? Oh my god, bro.
Like, would you trust your keys with Black Panther? I don't know, man.
I would. He's kind of.
No, but they introduced another thing in the first episode where not trust can give you power, but also fear. Oh no, is it fear?
Yeah.
Fear can also give you power.
Yeah, of course, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
I'm so sorry.
In Casual Coffee,
The Rivals Yarn came out. The
Rivals Yarn. Keep the Rivals in.
Marvel Rivals has made me more racist. I'm just saying.
bro, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I don't know. But I love David White. I trust him. But I don't know about this Jamal guy here.
Jan, shut up. Let me talk about anime.
Okay.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, no, I'm very excited to watch this. Very excited to watch this. I just really want to see what happened to the main character, because in his situation is he literally gets thrust right into the situation. Lazarus in Casual Comfy. Honestly, everything's been said about it because I know nothing about it. I have no idea what it is, but just hearing you two talk about it just makes me want to watch it, and I just hope.
Yeah, apparently IGN watched like the first 5 episodes. They gave it like a 4 out of 10 apparently, or 3.5. But to be fair, IGN doesn't have good ratings, so I don't know.
I mean, IGN's also different because like they always get someone different for
They're not
shows.
consistent.
So it's more like you need to know who the actual person is reviewing it.
There's even memes on how bad IGN ratings are.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they gave Invincible like a 6 or something, right?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Are we
I think
watching the same show?
IGN ratings are there just to laugh at. That's really what IGN ratings are.
Dude, what's crazy about this is ratings are supposed to be consistent. That's what makes ratings have worth. And they straight up just don't do that. So basically, their ratings are worthless. Next up, Guilty Gear.
Oh, get out of here, guys. Oh my god.
Get out of here. What the fuck do you mean?
Get out of here, Guilty Gear.
Why are you hating on Guilty Gear?
No, I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not. I'm just trolling.
You're just trolling?
I'm
Okay.
just trolling.
Well, Bridget. Anyway, next anime is
Oh
Gundam.
my god.
I love like it's like oh Jan's is trolling. One word concludes the review. Next, moving on.
Okay. Look, I know very little about Guilty Gear lore. Okay?
What?
Honestly-
I thought you played the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
we only played the latest one. He hasn't played any of the other ones.
Wait, there's more than one game, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Look, okay.
That's a lot. That's a lot of games.
Listen, all you need to know is Soul Bad Guy killed his wife like 3 times and they always come back to life.
Yeah. It becomes guilty and he's a gear.
Yeah, and then he becomes
my God.
feels guilty
Guilty
about it.
Gear.
He becomes a gear.
First we guilty, then we gear.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
And then I know some other
I should
stuff
have put
too.
Minecraft in this fucking.
Like for example,
tier
a
list as well,
robot
then.
version of like a character, and a guy who plays cue ball fights this guy who fights on a bed. And
That's
the-
just one character.
yeah,
That's just one character.
and they managed to beat him by making the guy in the bed wake up, and then he literally woke up screaming, and then he died because he couldn't handle being in the real life apparently.
It just sounds like utter nonsense to Jan. It just sounds like utter nonsense to me. It doesn't mean anything. None of the things you said mean anything.
I'm sorry, I keep remembering that clip because all I remember is Bedman just being like, ah, and just dying like right after. It's like one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Anyway, everything I said actually happened. I saw it in a cutscene. But yeah, I don't know anything about the game. But you know, I do know what happened at the end of Guilty Gear, and that, like, continuing of that, it just seems kind of crazy to me, right? So that's why I'm like extra interested in watching this anime, but also Bridget. So that's why I would like to watch Guilty Gear Duel.
You should have just made the tier list called Bridget. And
Bridget,
just-
yeah. I should have just made a new one on top of that and just called it Bridget.
Just call it Bridget.
Yeah. That one person who makes the Twitter post about whether Bridget is in one episode or not, I'll be following you, and if they're not in the latest episode, I will not be watching it. Thank you very much.
So by the end of the show, you're just like, why did he do that again, Daisuke? What do you mean? What did he do that?
Are we not watching the same show? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was playing Guilty Gear as Bridget. Yeah, make a cult out of it. I don't know why you named the tier that, but sure, fuck it. Let's make a cult out of Gundam Gwoks with exactly 6 U's.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it? I didn't even know that's how you pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it then?
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
Oh, I just call it the new Gundam thing. I didn't even try pronouncing
Oh,
it.
Equat.
Equax? Was it wax?
So,
Yeah.
for
So you
this
know,
one,
it's made by the Pokemon people because that sounds like a Pokemon calling. Wax.
I gotta say, I could say a lot about it. Because I actually did watch the 3-episode movie.
Oh yeah.
The thing that motivated me to watch it, Suisei said the ending.
Susei does sing the ending.
Yeah, she
I left
sang the
that.
ending.
I left that for you, bro.
But because of that, I got to watch quite the spectacle. I gotta say, like, I get it now. I understand now.
he understands Gundam.
I understand the appeal now. I do, because I never, I never saw myself as the kind of person who would get into Gundam, because I know that Gundam has fantastic stories and stuff.
Oh yeah, the plots are amazing, dude.
Right? But then, like, I saw the first, like, the movie, and I was, like, in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't really have any context, I was kind of just, like, along for the ride. But then, once it happens, I was pretty mind blown. Like, I did not expect the anime to just change styles like that. Right? And the fact that it's like a different thing, like, let's just call it that. The art style is absolutely gorgeous. Right? I didn't expect that kind of art style. Like, now that you say it's Pokemon, it makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it's not like the original Pokemon. It's like the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
The new
Ever
Pokemon
since
anime.
Sun and Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one thing I really like about the show, which is what I said in quotes, in quotes, dude, I love how like she just took the Gundam and just like, you know, she's just using it now. And then my friends were just there with me, who was talking to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, that's just basically what happens in every Gundam." And I'm like,
I'm just a normal boy. Get in the machine. Oh wait, yeah, it has the same director as Evangelion, isn't it? This Gundam.
Does it actually?
I just realized that.
What is it? Is it Hideaki Anno?
Wait. Let me check. No, it's the same. Something. It's like Evangelion related for some reason.
Huh?
Let me try to find it.
But yeah, no, the world is fabulous. It's entrancing. My eyes are like, you know, they're eating good, bro. They're eating good, and I really like the main characters so far, man.
So it's co-produced with Kawa, the studio behind Neon Genesis Evangelion and Shin Godzilla. Yeah.
Oh, it's a studio.
Yeah, and I
but it's directed by Kazuya, who also did 2000 anime of FLCL.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I
and creator Hideyoko. Oh, sorry, I keep
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I gotta say, I can't wait to find out what happens with the Gundam. Like literally, like physically, like what's gonna happen with it, right? Like, she just took it. She just took it.
Oh no, the Gundam, my mom.
And what of the thingy, right? The rainbow thing. Oh my god.
That's how I can tolerate it. The Gundam's actually my clone sister. No.
There's the thing they're on as well. What I can't remember what drug it is, like cyanide or something. Yeah, I think she's going crazy, bro.
The drug part hasn't come up, but only episode 1's been out so far.
And finally, the anime I've been looking forward to the most, Aharen Season 2.
Oh, it's a sequel. It should be sequels. I don't know.
Yeah, but I do.
He does know it.
I do know.
He knows it.
Yeah, and it's amazing. It's so amazing. Like, I think it is the only comedy-centric rom-com that I gave a 9 to, I think.
Oh my god.
I love the humor in that show. It is so, like, smart but brain dead at the same time. Like, I don't know how the author came up with, like, such a character. Raido is the funniest male protagonist to a rom-com I've ever fucking seen. His mind just goes places, yeah?
Jan, have you not seen Aharen at all?
No, I dropped it after episode 3.
No!
I thought it was too slow for me, guys. I was like, oh, it's simple rom-com. I mean, I never got into it. I know you guys really loved it, but I just didn't get into it.
Okay, I'll let you know. It is really fast, actually. It's so much faster than the manga.
It is. Okay.
It is really fast, yeah.
Yeah, we will have to execute you if you don't watch it. So, yeah, and the reason why I love it so much is also because of, it goes really fast, but the thing is, like, because it's a rom-com, they're gonna get together, okay? And spoilers, they get together. But what's insane about it is even after they get together...
Wait, no, really?
No, it doesn't actually happen. I was just lying. So, after they get together, like, the things stay the same in a good way, right? Hear me out. So, it's not that, like, they're constantly jittery again, like... He's like, oh my god, should I hold his hand? Oh my god, I'm so, like, you know, embarrassed, whatever. No, none of that. Because their dynamic has always just been, I help you, you help me. Like, they always, like, clearing some really stupid but funny misunderstanding. Not like those ones where you wish you can punch your screen or the protagonist or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, it's like Raido, like, Aharen is doing something. Raido comes up with a really fucking weird explanation as to why Aharen is doing that. Aharen is just like, no bro, I'm just doing this because of this. And Raido's like, you need help? Bet. And they just start doing stuff together, right? Like, it's amazing, but even after they become a couple, they still do that, right? their dynamic hasn't changed because their dynamic was already perfect. And that's what I love about the show. Right? If it's perfect, don't fix it. And I'm so excited to see what stupid ass hijinks these two get up to in the new season. That's my list.
I mean, like, you know, I'll just say it here because, like, I feel like when I get to it, I won't say much anyways. But like, I think one thing like the we didn't like put much emphasis on is that. So what they did for season 1 of Ahiden is like, they so like in the manga, it takes a long ass time for them to actually make the relationship official romantically. But what they did is they actually took the chapter where they did confess to each other. That's like chapter 100 something, and they put it straight away into the first season. Now, that changes actually a lot of the story now, because whatever happens from here on out, they have to change it in a way to be like, oh, they don't have to act like a certain way anymore because they're already dating by the point in the anime. Because in the manga, they don't date till way later.
Hold up.
I remember you guys telling me this, but like, oh, they actually got together in season 1. So I was surprised when there was a season 2 because most rom-coms end after the couples get together.
It's not really chapter 100 though, isn't it? Chapter like 50 or something? I remember it was pretty early in the manga as well.
Well, I mean like, I don't think it's 100 then, but like, I do feel like it was a while. I don't think it was that fast, because I remember being like, oh, they're probably just not gonna do it. Like, I was just like, it's probably gonna be like this forever, which is fine. But then I was like, oh, they actually did it. And then they put it in episode 12 of the first season, and I was like, what the fuck?
I love that.
So they jumped all the way to that chapter, and then they went back.
It is such a good decision. Like, it's a perfect ending for season 1, and it sets up season 2. Like, you gotta love it, man. Daisuke Rui, it is time to open the door for you to talk about a lot of things.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's just gonna be like a 1 hour rant.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours for all the time I wasted watching the shit. I'm joking.
So basically, in the first DMC,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show.
Okay, let me. Okay, because I'm thinking like, do I either just talk about DMC or do I go quickly through the other shows then? Like, what do you think?
We can run through. We can run through the other ones if you want.
Because it seems like DMC is like the main anime to talk about. It's like the anime of.
Because I actually finished it in the season. Yeah.
Oh my god, you finished it as well. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys finished.
Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah. So I just watched it all one go. I can't stream my list. That's weird.
Can't stream your list.
Wait, let me try again. Next time.
I'm buying our tickets for the convention, guys.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay. Where is it? Oh. What?
More editing.
I could stream yours, but I can't stream mine.
Wait, I should have made Jan's job easier. Okay. I'll do this next time.
150 divided by
I genuinely can't stream. I don't know why.
Okay, do you want me to just show it on screen then?
Yep.
Okay, hold
Literally.
on. Give me a second. Okay, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Where is it? Oh my god, we posted so much crap. That's mine.
Wait, you want me to try sharing it now?
Oh wait, I found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they won't be able to see our faces for a while, but here's the list.
It's okay, I'm fugly anyway.
I mean, you can show it for like 30 seconds, right? Whatever. Yeah.
Alright, burn this list into your mind, boys. Cool.
I'm burning it.
Alright, Daisuke. Start us off.
Okay, well, let's just quickly go for this. Not my cup of tea.
Oh my god.
Going straight with not my cup of tea. Like, Soma, I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. So I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Black Butler. Okay, Black Butler is kind of weird because I watched the first season, but I never caught up with it. I didn't know there was gonna be another one. So I just don't think I'm gonna watch it. The last one, bro. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. There's so much better shit you can watch.
It's for the gooners.
No, no.
It's
My
for the
message to
gooners.
my message to gooners out there: watch better shit, man. Come on. What? If you're gonna watch something degenerate, then watch the good shit.
Like commit,
What the fuck is this?
right?
Yeah.
Dude, go fucking watch straight up. There's a good one. Ishizuka Reviewers. Go watch that. Like, why are you watching this?
Anyway,
Fun fact about Ichigo reviews, they're getting a Weiss Rose set.
What the?
So Weiss Rose fans.
Oh my god.
It's so peak. Anyway,
But yeah. And then the next one is it's just like basically, well, it's sequels I didn't watch. You know, I didn't watch the Stranger one. I didn't watch Fire Force. I did read the manga. I know what Jan's talking about. The plot gets fucking convoluted as hell.
The plot gets, yeah,
It's-
it does. I had to watch a recap for it.
in what way?
Cause I read it. Was it monthly? I think it was monthly. I read it monthly. I actually read it monthly. The way it gets convoluted is that it's kind of like they introduced a lot of new things into the main story, and then they would spend like an arc talking about it, and it doesn't get mentioned till like way later. But then they expect you to remember it when it comes back later, which is kind of
Right.
weird because you're so. It's like, for example, like I don't remember anything, so this isn't even a spoiler. But like, let's just say, for example, they introduce magic to Fire Force for no reason, right? And they're like, oh, it's super important. Remember this, and then they don't speak about it for like next 2 arcs, and it comes back. And you're just like, what the fuck? When was this in the show? And you're like, oh, it happened like 2 arcs. That's what it feels like reading.
Yeah, and
basically.
with the anime came out like the season 2 came out 5 years ago. So like you gotta watch the recap.
And that doesn't help, right? Because you're gonna catch up now, and with how it's already written in the manga, you're just gonna be like, oh, wait, this happened? Oh fuck, man, now I need to go back now to figure out what happened, to figure out what's going on right now.
Man's
kind
gonna
of thing.
make a degree called Study of Fire Force.
Like it's yeah, it's kind of weird. But either way, I'm happy that it's getting finished at least. But I don't know, man. It's kind of messy by the end.
Yeah.
Windbreakers, I didn't watch that, so I'm
Mhm.
yeah, Rock, the Rock one, Modesty. I feel like because I've seen the TV too. I feel like just in general, it's not my vibe, but I am willing to give it a try because this reminds me of like similar other plots I like, where it's like, you know, high class versus something, you know, some rebellious hobby or something like that.
What about Guox, bro?
A fun fact about this, when I was looking at the wiki just
What
now,
about Guox?
the Bocchi the Rock author recommended this anime.
Oh really? Well,
I mean, recommended the manga for that. Yeah, the Bocchi Rock creator.
What about Guox?
yeah,
bro?
I'll give it a try. For Quarks,
Did I
I just don't
disagree?
watch Gundam. I just don't watch Gundam, bro. I just don't watch Gundam. I don't watch Gundam.
I
bro.
think you should watch Gundam.
Okay,
I
fine. All right.
I don't think you can go straight into Clocks because you gotta know some parts of the UC.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that would gatekeep people the most, because I needed some people to like explain
To
to me
explain
briefly.
what Char was and everything.
Yeah, like who the hell
Yeah.
is Char?
I personally don't know about the UC, but I know about Char and everything. So I was like, oh, I can still watch this. It's pretty new. Like, don't get me wrong. I still feel like newbies can watch this, but
It might be better with
they may not
context.
get some references. And stuff.
Yeah,
I do feel like then, like, if that's the case, though, with the kind of person I am, I would prefer then to be able to watch the original UC, so I could appreciate what happens in this show better. Honestly.
But it doesn't have cool Pokemon Sun and Moon character designs.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Gundam.
I
I'm
mean,
not
hey.
the biggest fan of Gundam.
that's why it's in
Um,
maybe next time, right? There you
Yeah,
go.
maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Next time is unspecified, but it's a maybe, guys.
Fucked up.
Other than that, the other 2 shows I put on watch clips is yeah, Killon. Killon, I put it there because I did like After the Rain, like the other one they did. Killon is just I just don't know. I don't know shit about. so that's why I have to watch clips to see what it's like. So if the way you're watching it, we can watch that together. Too.
Okay.
Um,
Let's do it.
but that's it about that. Takamine-san. Okay, so I gotta confess, guys. I gotta confess, guys.
He's in Hong Kong food.
Well, years ago, I think
Whoa,
I read
whoa.
the manga. I read the manga for Takamine-san like a long ass time ago, I think. Because this is really old. It's like 2017.
Daisuke, I didn't know you were
Something.
like that, bro.
What do you mean you don't know I'm like that?
I didn't know
You know
were
what my
like that.
type is. Shut your ass off. You know what my type is.
Okay, he's one of the gooners, bro. Time traveling, panty taking.
Nah, you know what's
girl?
crazy?
I'm an OG, okay? I'm an OG. I'm an OG.
You know what's crazy? He put Takamine and he'll watch the clips above Gundam next time. So this implies that he will be watching the clips of Takamine.
Hold on. I'm not even saying this to defend
He
myself.
kind of got you there. Like,
Yeah?
I'm not even defending myself. I need to clarify something.
Okay. Okay.
I read the manga for this though already, so I already know what it's like. That's why I'm watching it. I don't know what Gundam is like, bro, so why would I watch it?
He wants to relive the experience.
Exactly! You get it now. Thank you for explaining my stance, guys. See? I wasn't defending myself. See, an unintelligent individual would try to defend himself.
Bro, come on, man. It's just putting on her socks and stuff. I can put on my socks for her.
Dude, it's not the same.
bro made him into like a closet.
It's not the same.
He's just a walking closet, basically.
It's not the same. Okay, but I will say though, Takamine-san is like kind of crazy in the sense of like, it's kind of low key. Like how do I explain this? Like in terms of like, let's say if you got told to write like an ecchi manga, right?
Okay.
You got told to do that, and like you can't write anything else. You just have to write an ecchi manga. That's your only thing you can do. It's technically the perfect ecchi manga because it actually has like a lot of substantial writing. It's kind of weird. Like, I've read how many chapters?
Gooners, rejoice.
Whoa.
You're getting something of substance.
Yeah, honestly, all the Yandere fans right now listening to me, just watch this one. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you. Just watch this one, bro. I don't know what you're wrong with, man. Like for real, man. But yeah, I just want to see what the animation is like because I actually follow the artist. I like the artist's work as well, a lot. But yeah, that's it. It's there.
Excellent.
Casual comfy. Okay, which watch? I actually read the manga because I was there when it actually dropped on Shonen Jump because I was on the Shonen Jump app. I was there when the first chapter came out and I liked it a lot. I didn't end up continuing too much though. I think I must have stopped at chapter like 15 or something. Because I got really busy because this is not that new. I think this is a while ago. It's 3 or 4 years ago. But I liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a Shonen Jump. It's still going. It's pretty cool.
And since the anime's out now, I may just go back to watch it because I never went back to catch up with it. And I like Skit Dance. Skit Dance is a really nice show as well.
Yeah, baby.
Skit Dance is so old though. I barely remember how old I was when I was watching it. But like, I'm glad that he's still doing manga right now. He's doing this one, so that's great.
Yeah, I think he's a good writer.
No,
I think he used to
really
be the assistant for Gintama as well.
Yeah, he's
So,
assistant
some
for
Gintama comedy stuff.
What makes you think he's a good
Gintama.
writer?
For me, how I think of it is like, well, it's kind of the same as Gintama, where it's like, even though it's comedy centric, when they write stuff that's more serious, like for example, character backstories,
Heartful stuff.
or like emotional stuff, they lock in. They know what to like, how to like write a really emotional, intelligent story when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because like, Get Dance is the kind of show where it's like, if you watch the first few episodes, you won't really get to see it too much because it's mainly comedy.
Mm.
But then you gotta give it some time because like they'll randomly out of nowhere they'll just be like, oh, we're gonna do the backstory now for this one character that you've been following the whole time. It'll be like really sad and deep, and you'll be like, oh, wow, that recontextualizes a lot of the jokes that they make now, kind of stuff like that.
Wow.
It's like very unique.
The Among Us anime he made, the was called Astra Lost in Space. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
Yeah, Astra Lost in Space. The story's pretty good, and it's only like it only came out for 1 year. The manga, I think, the original one, and the anime was pretty solid. So.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's like a very unique type of like writing. You know, you don't see a lot, and I'm very happy that they still exist, uh, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great. I think people should give it a try. Um, you know, it's kind of like the same vibe as me telling someone to watch Blue Box from last season. I told people like, oh, I read the manga of Blue Box. I think people should watch it because it's something different. You know, you just can't get that from anywhere,
Mm.
as much. But moving on from that, like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles one, I did have to do a bit of research because I don't understand what they're doing with it. But apparently, it's a monthly show. Apparently, because
Like specials each.
they're doing one big OVA, and every month, and each
Mm.
month is a different archetype from a card game.
Different
So you
law
basically get a
something.
movie. Which you basically get a movie for each card archetype's lore, which is really cool. And then the poster is like based on like the first episode, which is was it Sky Strikers? That is the first one.
That actually does motivate me into
All
want
the
to watch it
gooners,
more.
all the gooners play Sky
because
Strikers.
I don't have to
Yeah.
like commit for a full series. I can just watch the one thing and be like, "Hey, this is great," or "Wow, this."
Yeah. Like
Oh.
it's practically anthology if you think about it. It's practically
Mm.
anthology.
Oh.
So I'm kind of surprised it took this
Is there
long.
any archetype you're keen for, Daisuke?
I don't think
Daisuke,
they've announced.
are you keen for any archetype?
Oh, I want Albaz.
But if let's say if they made it Alabaz, oh yeah, that would be solid.
I'm Albaz. Oh, but my favorite archetype, just because I'm biased, is Elemental Heroes. I don't know if they'll ever do that, but I love Elemental Heroes.
Well,
Because
just
like
watch GX.
Oh.
Just watch GX.
So
no,
well,
but it's not the same though, because like the actual lore for these heroes is really weird, because like if you played the card game, you would know that
I know.
Elemental Heroes has like different derivatives that come from the same archetype.
so when are they gonna make one about trap tricks? What happened? Hello, everyone? Are you guys still there?
What happened?
Oh, I just
I
asked
wasn't
Daisuke.
listening to your question.
Yeah, I asked Daisuke when's the one for trap tricks, and he just went silent. I don't know what happened.
Do you guys see the fish?
Anyway, so Zatsu Tabi,
Oh,
right?
It was a gooner
Anyways, Zatsu Tabi. I put that
though.
in
It was just a
casual.
gooner. They're just a gooner though. Labyrinth. We want Labyrinth. Labyrinth is the one we want.
Oh, wait, Labyrinth
Labyrinth?
would be cool. Labyrinth would be cool, actually. Labyrinth would be cool. Anyways,
Because I swear it's Yui bait as well.
Yo! That doesn't seem like why Daisuke wants Labyrinth, though. We're just having
What's
like,
next on
you know,
that?
it's in pain.
Guys, look, Labyrinth is about a girl going in the girl's labyrinth. And
Okay.
the girl has
Please tell
girl
us about
butlers, which are
Zatsutapi,
maids.
bro. Please tell us about Zatsutapi.
okay, yeah, moving on. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that, watching that. Zatsu Tabi, I think literally the same thing as the Wu. It's just a really cool concept, so it just depends on how they do it. I mean, low key, it kind of will fill the hole that Denshu left behind, because I wanted to watch something that's, you know, based on the manga thing. So I hope it's done. But yeah, it's cool. Apocalypse Hotel is just a really cool concept. I kind of fuck with it. I want to watch it and see what happens. Yeah, Saints, I don't know shit about. I'm mainly watching it because the Wu told me about it. He told me it's really good, so I watch it with him and see what happens.
Yeah.
And for Vigilantes is like different because I'm kind of on and off about Boku no Hero. Like, I'm really passionate about superhero stuff, but I have like a certain type of story that I like. Like for Boku no Hero, it's kind of straightforward. But what I like about Vigilantes, because I read a bit of the first few chapters a long time ago, is that because it's Vigilantes, the themes are different. Because like, for example, you know, Deku doesn't have to deal with like being against the law, you know, because he literally is in a school that supports his hero duties and what he wants to do, right? But Vigilantes is more different because they have to work under the law. There's a lot more like drama and that kind of stuff. You know, I like that kind of stuff more, because like even right now I'm watching Daredevil Born Again, so I need more of that good shit, you know. So I'm looking forward to it, see how it goes. And I will
It's
also
not.
like
It's
to
not
add.
as dark like as Daredevil though.
No, it's not as
It's kind
dark.
of. There's some light
It's not as dark, but I will add that like
comedy
because
stuff.
the will
Yeah.
also brought it up
There's
too.
some
Like,
light-hearted comedy, but the
oh, it's on flagging.
Yeah, it's lagging. On that.
my bad.
Are you good? You back?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh yeah, what were you saying? He's okay. Never mind. He's not saying anything. I will ask you this one question. Daisuke. Is it accurate to say? Because I haven't watched My Hero that much. Is it accurate to say that because of what My Hero is, there is a lot of physical challenges for Deku to overcome, like becoming, using All for One properly and stuff, and becoming the best hero, but like there isn't really a lot of things that challenge his ideals, unlike in Vigilante, or is that just false?
I mean, I feel like Deku's character as a hero, he's written it in a way where, in terms of like, for example, the physical side, like he does have things he has to like overcome, but it is a lot more straightforward in terms of writing. Like for example, his ability is way more simpler than the one in Vigilante.
Smash.
But I do give credit to the hero for later on they do introduce villains that do conflict against his ideals. But for me, it doesn't hit the sweet spot of how I want them to do it. That's my problem. Because what I do like about the writer for Vigilantes, because I read the Spider-Man comic before we moved out, is that I feel like he's one of the writers who actually understands more of what I like in terms of like how heroes are written in like Western comics. Because Horikoshi, the guy who does Book of the Hero, he wants to really, he's basically trying to write a Marvel or DC manga. That's not what he's trying to do. But it doesn't hit the same. Because to me, it still feels like I'm watching an Eastern anime that takes influence a bit from it. But the writer for Vigilante, I feel like he kind of understands like what people like about comics in the West instead. So that's what I kind of prefer. I don't know, it's kind of underrated, I feel like.
Okay.
So that's why I'm gonna watch it, and see what it's like. At the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think it'll still be fine, regardless. I just hope it's a lot better than what I got out of the main book of the series.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last one, I know no one vibed with this, but I just like it. The ballpark baseball one. I'm gonna let you guys know now. They don't do anything to do with baseball. It doesn't explain the sport at all. Because think of it like this. Honestly, it's like an office drama, but it's just set at the workplace of a stadium. That's it. That's literally it. So I just like it for that. That's it. That's it. It's just cute. It's like watching What the Koi, but like they're in the stadium. That's fucking yeah. Why is he flashing me?
Yeah. Jan, stop.
Stop
Turn those lights off. Turn those lights off.
Stop flashing people, bro.
What the hell, man? You're gonna blind us.
People, yeah, stop flashing, bro.
Ah! Ah! Alright.
Let's watch. I don't think I need to say much for any of them, because you guys all said it already. I'm just looking forward to seeing if they're all good or not.
Yeah, Alhada and Nazareth, Hero X.
Yeah, Nazareth, Hero X. Yeah, just seeing how it goes. Guilty Gear.
The smell of the game.
Guilty Gear. I don't think I can really say anything.
What does the smell of the game even mean?
It's okay. It's on the smell of the game tier because the opening song for the game is called the smell of the game.
Listen, I know who I am. The Moonlit Clay told me. This is who you are. My face are so long, they are sharper than I.
Is he just singing the lyrics of the song?
That is me. Yeah, I just realized how fucking ridiculous some of the lyrics are. It's just like, yeah, I know who I am. My fangs are so long, they're sharper than knives. What the fuck does that mean?
I'll be real with you. Don't think of it literally ever. None of the lyrics make any sense that way. It's like Persona songs. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I want you to write a song that's incoherent in English. All right, I understand.
Okay, gotcha. I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade.
The fuck does that mean? Why is he at a masquerade parade?
Guys, she's a shapeshifter. I love being a shapeshifter. Okay, sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I don't have really much to say about this anime because I haven't watched it yet. But all I can say is that if you play the game, you're obviously gonna watch it already, so I have to convince you. But if you don't play the games, I think you watch it literally just because you fuck with the aesthetic of the game, because it is all 3D. Because the game is also in 3D. And
CG so bad guy. CG so bad guy.
and then the plot for it is meant to be like a continuation of the game, which was meant to be the ending of the whole franchise. So it's actually a big surprise. But I feel like people who watch this show, I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna really interest you if you don't play the game. But I would love it if people who don't play the game watch it too, because the lore for Guilty Gear is super interesting. It's just it's a lot of shit, and a lot of stuff that's like you kind of you just need to accept it happened. Because like for example, there's literally a character who used to be a drug addict. He became a ninja, and now he's the president of an African state. If you don't know what that fucking means, then you're good. Just
And
watch
he's
the show.
also made it mandatory to learn Japanese.
Yeah, and weeaboo. So if that doesn't make any fucking sense to you, just watch the show. Literally,
Yeah.
I can't explain anything else honestly. I'm just hyped for it because I like it.
Fight like a tiger, walk in the park.
Fly like an eagle. But yeah, but now, the final thing I want to talk about is Devil May Cry Netflix. Oh god, it's I'm not gonna make this too long, but I'm just gonna say, I'm glad that Jan actually liked it, because I feel like
Yeah.
the Devil May Cry Netflix show, it's basically like, it's like the effect of like, if you don't know anything about the game, you'll like it more. And then the more you know about the games, the less you're gonna like it. Because the problem with the show, it's such a weird ass show if you play the games, because they use the characters from the game, all the enemies are enemies from the game, and the concepts are from the game, but they're all mixed and mashed into a way that doesn't make any coherent sense if you want to connect it to the game. And like what makes it weird is like I low key feel like Addy, the guy who made the show, I feel like he doesn't respect Devil May Cry video games enough, because it seems like he doesn't sincerely give a shit about the game's story, because he low key changes it in a way that goes against the main themes of the video game lore. So I don't understand why he made a Devil May Cry show to begin with, and he should have made his own show. But for context too, the reason why a lot of Devil May Cry fans, especially me, are very disappointed is because he said that this show was meant to be a straight adaptation of the video game. Like he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna keep it like as straight as possible." But then, literally, if you watch episode 1, you will know it doesn't. It's like fucking nothing like the game. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I don't know what he just lied about that. It's really weird.
I see why so many people are upset now. Jeez.
And like, there's even small little things that will kind of annoy you. For example, so the music he uses, the lights and stuff, it's fine. That's fine. But there's parts in the show where he will use songs from the games, but it's random songs from different games. So he won't pick a song from like the first game that follows the plot of the show. You know, like imagine you're watching like an anime for what's a game like everyone plays with like single
Persona,
person.
I guess. Persona 4, maybe.
Like, do you know the plot of like Persona Yarn or anything, or like what's a game like everyone is fucking playing? Like,
Everyone's playing
I'm
Final
like
Fantasy.
anti-games,
oh,
guys.
yeah,
The
you know
only
what?
games I play is Marvel
Oh,
and
Pokemon.
Warcraft.
Yeah, Pokemon, true.
Yeah, you know,
Oh.
Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
imagine Netflix made a show for Pokemon, and all the music, and the show was based in Gen 1, right? It's a Gen 1 show, it's based on Red. And then all the music they used were from different generations except one.
Wait,
Like,
what?
like in the Netflix show, they use songs from Devil May Cry 5, but the story is set in Devil May Cry 3.
Mm.
So I don't know why they did that. It's so
Wait,
weird. Why would they do that?
So they didn't even use Devil May Cry 3 music?
Only for the ending of the show. That's it.
Fucking weird.
And another thing as well is if you play the games, Johnny Young Bosch, the voice actor for Dante in this anime, he's actually already in the game, but he's a different character.
What character is he?
He's Nero, which is the current new protagonist for Devil May Cry.
What?
So I feel like if you're watching the show and you play the game, you're gonna be confused because you're like, why does he sound like the guy who's a different character now? You know?
Why?
So it gets to a point for me where I'm just like, I don't think it's a bad show on its own. Like if you don't play the game, it's a good show. It's fine. It's just more like if you know the game now, it just confuses you all the decisions they made because you're like, why didn't they just make a show about Nero if they already got the voice actor from the game to the show? You know, or why didn't they just make an original show that's just really similar to Devil May Cry? You know, doesn't make sense.
Well, I know why they wouldn't have make one of the latter, but I can definitely see why they should have done it as a 4. Right.
Yeah.
Just make your own show.
I just don't get it. I don't know why they did that. It's really weird. But at the end of the day, I'm very mixed on it because I'm like, I will still watch the show because a second season has been announced. But I realize I have to change my expectations. Like I have to really be like, whatever happens in the show, I try not to think too hard about it because the more I think about it, the more it's gonna upset me. How it's kind of basically a shit adaptation of it.
At this point, it's just a alternative universe. It's not
Yeah.
Even, yeah.
Basically, but it's kind of dumb because again, they kept advertising and saying that it's meant to be an adaptation of the game. So why would you lie about that? You know, I feel like if they just said from the start it was an alternate universe, it wouldn't be as bad. You know, it wouldn't be as bad if I knew from the get go. So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anything I want to add to that, I am that storm.
I am that storm. I also one last thing. I don't like what they did to Lady. That she's the female character, the main female character, and I don't like what she did to her. They made her swear like every 2 sentences, bro. It's really weird. She's never like that.
She's not edgy in the game.
I don't think she's swearing all the time.
She's not like that at all. She's not like that at all.
Wow. Well, lucky I don't play the game, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
the less you know about the game, the more enjoyable it is to show. But the more you know, like the more it's going to like irk you. But I do hope, and I think I've seen on Twitter already that some people actually have started playing the games because of the show, though, because the game's numbers apparently rose to like another 1,000 players on Steam recently,
which is a good thing.
That's good. So I'm happy. If more people playing the games now, then that's awesome. At the end of the day,
if the game law is really that good, sometimes I don't. Even though I don't play games, I would just watch the
playthroughs, right?
Yeah, playthrough. I would just watch skip the whole game mechanic. I'll just watch the. There's a name for that. What's it called?
Is it not playthrough?
Cutscene.
Might be playthrough. Cutscenes.
I
just watch the full versions of cutscenes.
Right.
Yeah, you literally can. Yeah, that will make her just watch the cutscenes. You can just do that. Yeah.
But honestly, gameplay, dude, I feel like you gotta watch some Devil May Cry gameplay.
Oh, maybe like the beginning and every gameplay. But if it's like a 30-minute battle, I'm like, I can skip.
Maybe you just watch the really good players play it, because holy crap, the combos and stuff from those games.
No, but sometimes I just watch it for the lore though. Like some games have really good lore, and I'm like,
it's true.
Like was it an Evil? I watched for the lore. There was another one I watched recently. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, just watch the cartoon honestly at that point. And fun fact, Devil May Cry actually was meant to be Resident Evil 4, but they changed it to a different game. So it's same
Wait,
writers.
wait. Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil. I'm confused. What?
Devil May Cry.
So when before they made when they were making Resident Evil 4, the
The movie or
original
the game?
the game, the game, the game,
Yeah.
the original concept of it was literally what became Devil May Cry 1, the game.
Oh, okay.
Because they were like, oh, at first they made an Resident Evil game that was like really supernatural based, and they were like,
Mm.
oh, we don't like that. We want to go more into like the sci-fi horror kind of aspect of the story. So they
Yeah.
scrapped it, but they made that into Devil May Cry instead. So
That's-
Dante is literally Leon's prototype.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Literally.
interesting.
Yeah.
What the-
And they got similar writers. So if you like the lore for Resident Evil, you'll like the lore for
Oh, yeah,
Devil May
nice.
Cry. Yeah, very similar.
I always
That's-
loved his character design in Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, yo, that guy's cool and edgy.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's what I gotta say honestly. I could say a lot more, but it's fine. It is what it is.
I think
That's
like
what it is.
the more is just going into more details and stuff, right?
It's just it's just me like being picky with things, or like no, I there are some good things for the show though, but it's just like it's hard for me to not talk about the good things without mentioning the bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're like a fan of Devil May Cry.
Yeah, like I can be like, oh, I like this scene a lot.
Soulless adaptation, man.
Soulless
Yeah.
adaptation.
Yeah, like it's a lot. But hey, at the end of the day, it's happened. People have watched it. There is going to be a lot of controversy with it, but I think I'll focus on the positive. If people are playing the games now because of it, if people have something new to look forward to because of the show, then that's it.
I'm just happy I get to hear Kevin Conroy again. He's a big fan.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, I did forget to say because like Kevin Clover is really good in that role. I think though, assuming he hasn't recorded anything past
I don't.
season 1,
Don't think
knowing the
he-
game lore, my theory is that his character might be turned to a character from the game later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might be turned to a different character later, or it will lead into like different antagonist or something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, have you seen Castlevania? Actually, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I've seen Castlevania. That's a whole can of worms. So I've seen Castlevania too.
Yeah.
The thing about Castlevania, it's actually a very similar problem, where it's
Yeah.
like the more you are a fan of the games, the less happier you're gonna be with the show because it's kind of the same show.
Yeah, but that's the
Really?
weird thing. I think I have friends who never touched the game and they love Castlevania.
I love Castlevania.
Yes, I love Castlevania too. I didn't play the games a lot. I only know a bit of the lore, but I fucked with the show. I really like the first 2 seasons. But I have friends who play the games and they hate it.
Mm.
They're saying that, and I kind of feel bad honestly hearing it, but they say that like that anime almost ruined their enjoyment of the series because the people they meet now who talk about Castlevania only know about the show and not the games because they're too
Dude, I
different.
didn't even know that was a game. Like, I didn't even know.
And like I will add that like as a Devil May Cry fan, how I think of it is like if the way the impact of the Netflix Devil May Cry show does for me as a fan is not as bad as it did to Castlevania fan because for me it's like, oh, there's so many games now, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last game literally came out like only 4 years ago. It's still very recent. There's even like rumors that there's the next one coming out. So I don't like. It's like, to me, it's like, oh, even if this show isn't that great, I still have something to look forward to, right? But
Yeah.
for Castlevania fans, they kind of have nothing. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you like this franchise, and the only last recent thing they've made officially for your franchise is a show that you hate. So it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? Like, I think
So
for Castlevania fans, the only thing they have left is the Vampire Survivor games, but that's not the same thing. It's just a spiritual successor, and they look forward to. And sadly, they say this, but they look forward to collabs now instead of thinking about the games anymore, which is kind of sad.
Dude.
They don't even like bother with thinking that there's gonna be another game. They're just gonna be like, nope, let's wait for a collab. For
And
Castlevania.
Adi Shankar's starting to sound like he's 2 for 2 for, not well made adaptations
Yeah.
for fans, but adaptations for new fans.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, there's actually a lot of controversy happening right now with the Creator currently. Actually, I won't get into it, but it's not really looking well for him. It's shaping really bad now because it's kind of like I think what happened was when Castlevania happened, it's a different thing compared to DMC is because Castlevania games are so old, and it is such a cult classic game series that there's not many game fans who would be outspoken about what they didn't like about the show. But Devil May Cry is such a bigger series. It's so much bigger. It's in Marvel vs. Capcom. It has multiple collabs. It has a PS4 game. More people know what Devil May Cry is. But because of that, more people are outspoken about what they didn't like about the show. And then now, both Castlevania fans and Devil May Cry fans are communicating with each other and being like, "Oh, you did the same shit to your show, huh?" There's things that are happening right now that's kind of making him look worse.
It's like a messed up kinship.
Yeah. And like there's some political stuff that came in recently today about him, so
Oh shit, what came in today?
I mean, you want me to just say on the chat or you want me to talk about it off
Wait, type it in the chat.
Let's
Let me see
end it soon. Yeah, because we're like we all talked about what's it called. But yeah, I guess we just end off to saying like which anime do we look forward to the most. I think we already said it, but we'll say it again. Mine's very easily A Heart in Season 2. I can't wait for more hilarity. I love rom-coms, especially unique like ones like this one. Yeah. Daisuke?
Oh, mine's probably the To Be Hero X. Yeah. I just find it so interesting. The Chinese and Japanese collabing together. That's pretty cool.
For me, I heard it for sure. To Be Hero X, 100%, and Guilty Gear. That's my free.
Oh, man, put 3. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Actually, another thing, I haven't put it in the list in the season, but there's these two animes that came out. One came out in the manga came out in 1950. It's called Anne Shirley, and another one that came out in 1988 or something called Yaiba. And it's cool seeing that these old mangas and animes are getting.
Yeah, Yaiba.
Yes, I see Yaiba. I've seen Yaiba clips. Very interesting.
And they look pretty cool and stuff. So I'm kind of like wondering if any old mangas you guys are eager for.
Yaiba is insane. I remember watching like actual episodes of that as a kid.
So it's pretty cool how they're adapting these old ones into like newer versions.
I think it's following the trend from recently Ranma and what's that other show?
Ranma half freaking Urusei Yatsura.
Yeah, Urusei Yatsura. I think it's following that trend where they're just making like remakes of these older shows. It's really cool.
What's cool about Yaiba? It's done by Wit Studio. I kind of like Wit Studio. So.
Oh, Wit! Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's our spring 2025, guys.
Yeah. Go watch anime. There's a lot of good stuff this season.
Especially for you gooners. Yeah. You fucking gooners.
Watch better shit, please. Find something else, please.
Yeah, and with that, we will see you in the next season. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.